local car, and we use that to get to most of our recreation. We are lucky that we live so close to the Poinciana Sunrail stop, and we can take that to work downtown at the Church Street stop, which is super convenient, and we absolutely love getting to use the public transportation that way. I felt like this challenge was going to be difficult in a lot of ways. There are a lot of places that are not easily connected from where we live. Specifically, my parents who live in Haines City, there isn't a easy way from where we live in Osceola County to get to them in Polk County. So I was definitely nervous about that, but I'm also really excited because I get to maybe try public transportation routes that I haven't had the opportunity to take before, especially getting to a couple of our work events that were happening that week. I decided to do this challenge because I wanted to be able to talk to our community. I wanted to be able to talk to our elected officials from a point of knowledge about how easily usable our public transit system is and how someone would be able to, succeed in their lives if they didn't have access to a car. Would they be able to get to the grocery store? Would they be able to get to their doctor? Would they be able to go take care of their parents? So I wanted to be able to reflect from my experience and to have conversations. The biggest challenge that I experienced, which I anticipated, was getting from my house to my parents' house without a vehicle. So in the 10 miles between us, there is no sidewalk to ride a bike or walk on. There are no bike lanes. There are no buses. There are no trains. There are zero cooperative public transit systems between Haines City and Poinciana, even though they're only a few miles apart from one another. So in that case, I had no other choice but to drive my car to get to their house so that I could give them the help that they need at this point in their life. This week was incredibly challenging as far as the strategy that it requires. So it's not as easy as just thinking you want to go somewhere and then going there. It requires sitting down and doing research on a computer to be able to determine how you can get from one place to another and the multiple different kinds of transit you might need to take. So this isn't easy, but I do think that in terms of providing equitable transportation to our community, providing more environmentally sustainable options, that it is worth it. Our takeaway message is to think about the people in our community who don't have the ability to have their groceries delivered, that they don't have the ability to get into a car and drive over to their parents even though there's no other way to get there. They don't have the ability to call up a friend really easily to come and get them from maybe 20 minutes away so that they can take them on a short errand and then provide any sort of reciprocity for that. So I do want to communicate to our elected officials that these are people in our community that deserve to have access to resources just as much